Hey everyone, so I'm back over at Jared's again from the last video that I showed you guys setting up the second fuel pump. We ended up doing that, and then we fought the car all night trying to get it to run and idle and act right. We thought maybe the cam or something, it just didn't like it in the fuel table or whatever. So every time we cracked the throttle, the car would stumble real bad, and it would keep wanting to add fuel and add fuel. So we trying to figure it out. We went ahead and drove the car around for a little bit, and it just kept wanting to throw more fuel at it. I'd go ahead and add it to the fuel table, and it'd want more fuel. And the car would just run real rough and just not do very good at all. So we ended up pulling up a temp. We pulled up like a heat gun, and we checked the temperature on each of the cylinders, and we were able to tell that a lot of the cylinders weren't firing near what they should and didn't have near the heat that they should in them. So Jared ended up going ahead and taking all the injectors out, took them up to a guy. I get questions all the time of like, how much does it cost to have your injectors cleaned? It's about $10 an injector, some places 15, some places a little less, but he was able to get his done for 10 bucks in one day, so $80, 8 injectors, cleaned them. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw the thumbnail in real quick, or the picture of the injectors prior to them being cleaned and then after them being cleaned, and what a difference. You could tell that there is no way that the car could run right like that. And from what I've experienced before with my car, when an injector went lean, one of them started to go lean, I actually melted a piston, and I've made a post about that before. So make sure if you guys pull your injectors out and you're on E85 and they're gonna sit, clean them. If you run them for a season and they sit at all, clean them. If you even have an idea that you might maybe should clean them, because what it costs to clean a set of injectors is not worth burning up your motor and being a little lean even on one cylinder. But this picture will show that they were all over the board. So we're gonna go ahead and get the base tune fired back up in the car and check everything else out. And
oh, you gotta turn the
clean power.
You gotta turn the car off. I'm like, oh shit, not that
power. All right, so here's everything that's changed in the car. We'll go ahead and send that to the ECU. And then I want to verify that everything's good. So right here, everything's looking okay. And then we're gonna go to learn table. Everything's cleared there. And then I want to verify that the second fuel pump's still on. All right, so let's go ahead and start it and see if it idles right. Learn, it's like 1-2% learn on the learn table at idle, so we're good. Gonna go ahead and lock that down, and we'll go ahead and take it for a drive. All right, so after we messed with the throttle screw and everything, you got it idle really good within like 1 or 2%. So we're gonna go ahead and have Jared reset the TPS. Anytime that you're messing with the throttle position on the car, you should always do a TPS reset. All right, so to go ahead and set up the TPS set, we're online connected to the car. Gonna go here. TPS auto set, and then it'll guide you through it. Make sure ignition is on, engine not started. When you're ready, click start. So slowly press the pedal to the floor and release twice. So I'm gonna go ahead and have Jared do that. So that should be good now. So done. TPS auto set was successful. Okay, so we're good. So there you go. You can see the learn table, 0.7%, 0.8% at idle. So really, really good idle. It's real smooth. When the car seems to like around 980 RPM as a good low idle. So I went ahead and set it up to where it's about 1,000, and then it slowly drops down. So here's the idle speed and how we did it. So car will start at 1,200, drop to 1,100, then to 1,000, then 980, right at temperature of where it usually runs. So we're gonna go ahead and take it for a drive and see where it's at with the new turbo, cam, and everything else. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take it apart for a little drive and try to get it up to wastegate on the street. All right, so Jared's gonna fire back up the car. We're gonna check the two-step and see how much boost it builds on the trans brake. And you might need to adjust the idle a little bit. All right, so Jared's gonna test out the two-step real quick and on the trans brake, see how much boost we can build. And then we should be good for the first hit at the track. From those videos, as you guys can see, we're just putting it on boost a little bit, making pulls on the street just to verify that everything was good on the car. All right, everyone, so that's it for tonight. We got the car dialed in on about 10 pounds of boost on the street, and we're gonna go ahead and take it to the track and put more on the gate. The tune's still looking real good, just needing to add a little bit of fuel because it's making a little bit more power now with the extra air from the cam and the turbo. So looking real good, everything's spot on. So real happy with it. So I appreciate everybody watching. If you would please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time.